Hello everyone, this is Tim Steinwan with Dickey Roll Networks with another edition of Tech Tips for you. Today I'm going to show you the easy way to manage your DRN account, and that's through DRN's SmartHub applications. DRN SmartHub is available either online or it's actually available with an app that you can put on your smartphone. So SmartHub is a great place to go to actually pay your bill. You can actually set up um, uh, automatic payments online with the SmartHub application. You can actually review any of your past bills, review past payments you've made on your account, and you can actually even enter trouble tickets with DRN SmartHub application. So I'm just going to go through it and show you how to easy it is to set up and easy it is to use for DRN's SmartHub. Now, as I mentioned, there are two different ways to set this up, either online or actually on your smartphone. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to set it up online. If you're online, you can set it up that way. First of all, the easy way to do that is to go to either one of our websites, drtel.net or drtel.com. You see here, this is our drtel.net website, and our e-bill link is over on the left side here in the green button, and eBill is actually the SmartHub application. So if you want to get to eBill or SmartHub, you just click on that link there. I'm going to also show you how it is on drtel.com. Here's our drtel.com website, and at the very bottom, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. There are a number of hyperlinks there, and eBill is one of the links there also. So in order to get to the SmartHub site or eBill site, we'll just click on this link, and I'll do that here on the drtel.com website. And this will bring us up to the SmartHub application, so it is loading here. So if you're currently signed up, this is an easy way to access it online. Just type your email address and password in, and then you hit the login, and you'll be able to log into SmartHub. If you are a new user, and I'm going to kind of go through this, so if you have not currently signed up with SmartHub with us, I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that. So under new user here, it says sign up to access our self-service site. So I'm just going to click that hyperlink. Now the information that you are going to need to set up a SmartHub registration is your billing account number, your last name, and an email address where you want all your SmartHub information sent to. And it's also used as your username for a login. So I've got a test account set up here. I'm going to type in a number that I have of an account number and the last name of that account, and then I'm going to type my email address where I want this information sent to, and also to serve as my username. Okay, I have those three bits of information in here. Now I'm going to hit the submit button. And then I'm also going to receive a secondary security information that's going to make sure that you are who you say you are. So your mailing zip code on your account that you do have with us is one of the questions that you can use. Probably the easiest one. And then there's also a CAPTCHA here. And what a CAPTCHA does, it makes sure that no robot or just computer is trying to access your account information. They can't see these particular things that you do see in a CAPTCHA. So you just type these random words that they have put in here. And these CAPTCHAs change every time, so they remain secure. So I've typed those two in. I hit the submit button, and hopefully I will get a confirmation. And it does say, congratulations, my registration is complete. Now here you may get an error message that says something is wrong. Then you might have to go back and either make sure your account number is entered correctly or make sure the CAPTCHA is entered correctly. But most of the times you should get a registration is complete. So it does say, congratulations, my registration is complete. I will receive an email with a temporary password. And then I can use that to log in and change my password to a permanent one. So I'm going to go to my email account. Hopefully my email has registered already, and it has. It may take a few minutes for that email to come through for you, so don't be alarmed if it doesn't come immediately. Shows here my registration is complete. I've confirmed my registration, and here's a temporary password to use upon my first login. So what I'm going to do here, just to make it easy for me, I'm just going to copy this with a right click and copy. Then I'm going to go back to my actual login screen, hit login here. And you see it did put my email address in here. It automatically populated it yet because it knew it from my registration. I'm going to right click and paste my password in here, my temporary password, and then I'm going to hit login. Now it brings me to my change your password screen. So this is going to change your password to a permanent one that you will be able to use. So make sure it's one that you remember. The requirements for this particular password, it's a 4-character minimum, a 12-character maximum, and it has at least one numeric character in it, at least one number in it. So I'm going to type my password that I want to use. Actually, you put the same password in to confirm it here, and then I'm going to hit the submit button. It loads, and hopefully I will be able to get into my actual SmartHub portal, and I have here. Now there's also one screen that may come up for you. If you haven't set a security phrase with us, with DRN, it might ask you to actually set a security phrase to set that level of security up. So it's actual at least 5 letters has to be in the security phrase. So it might ask you to set that up when this screen appears. There might be a security phrase that you need to set up with DRN, and you just put that at least 5-letter phrase in there and click submit, and then your security phrase will be entered also. What you see here is the home screen of our DRN SmartHub. Just kind of going to go through a few things with you. You actually can see the account overview is right on the main part of the screen here. It shows my name, my next due date of when my next payment is due, the amount of what that payment actually is. I can actually use this hyperlink right here to view my current billing statement. If I do that, it'll show me my current bill. So there's a number of things on the home screen here. You can also click Make Payment here, or Pay Now on the upper right-hand corner. Each of those buttons does the same thing. So you can make a payment immediately when you're in this screen. So you can make an online payment. So I'm just going to kind of go quickly through and show you what that looks like when it shows Pay Now or Make Payment. You click that, and it actually will bring up another screen, and it'll ask you for a payment method and a payment confirmation. So in this particular situation, I don't have any payment methods set up yet, so there's none showing there, and I'll show you how to do that in just one moment. If I click continue here, it'll show pay with a new card or pay with a bank account. So I can, let's say I want to use a credit card to pay my bill this time. I'm just going to click that radio button right there. It says pay with a new card. Click continue, and then in a couple seconds it'll load information how I can actually make a payment via credit card. So I select my card type, put my card number in, expiration date, make sure my billing details are all correct here, and then I would click continue, and that's how you make a payment with a credit card. I'm going to hit cancel here right now and kind of show you what it looks like when you want to pay with a bank account. So if you click pay with a new bank account, click continue. Information loads again in the screen, and this time you will need your bank routing number, your account number, in order to get your payment deducted automatically from one of your accounts. First of all, it'll show here under account type. It'll be a personal checking, business checking, personal savings, or business savings. You have to select that particular account that you want to use for that. Under the bank routing number, right here where it shows where do I find it, it'll show you how you can find your routing number on one of your current check blanks. So your bank routing number would be here. This would be your accounting number, And so those are the bits of information that you can actually add here under bank routing number, account number. It'll ask you to confirm your account number right here, and then you would hit continue after you verify your account details as far as your billing address and everything over here on the left side. So you would click continue, and then it would automatically deduct that payment from that account that you selected there. So that's kind of how you would work a payment through the SmartHub system. I'm going to show you one of the other things that you can actually see through your SmartHub application. Up here on the top screen under My Services, I'm going to click that tab. And this will actually show you what services you do have with us. In this particular example, it shows my services. I have a speed pack with cable TV, and this is the price that I pay per month. It shows I have local phone service included with that. My internet portion of that package, I'll scroll down here, and it shows I have a 15 by 1 megabit speed pack. So that's what I have currently. And I do have television with the Ultimate Family Pack is the television that I do have with that. It actually shows all my services. Now, if I want to make some changes to my services, let's say I'm looking at maybe increasing my internet speed. It'll show me from going from 15 to 1 to the 40 by 5 package, which works a lot better for streaming and that kind of thing. It shows that that's an additional $24 a month. If I went to the security pack, which is a 40 by 40, it'd be this amount, much more per month, and so on up the line. So it goes all the way up to our gig package, which is 1 gig by 50 meg, and that'd be $97 a month additional compared to what you are currently paying in this particular package. So it gives you a good idea of what other options you do have with us. Also under My Services over here, it shows under My Phone, if you do want to change any options or features that you do have with your phone service with us, this is a place that you can actually do that. So you can kind of go in, it shows you what particular features are available on your telephone, and you can make your changes to your phone service there. As I mentioned, here's my internet. It kind of shows you what your differences would be if you want to increase your speeds there. And then it also shows the things that you have with my TV, your options and features right here. It shows if you would like to get a digital box with us or possibly a TiVo, you can make those service requests here at the same time. Also, if you want to add additional premium channels, you can do that right here in SmartHub. Next, going to the Billing and Payments tab at the top, kind of shows the same thing as we saw on our home screen. It shows my due date, my amount that's due, and if I want to make a payment, I can make a payment from there. One of the nice things here too on the Billing and Payments tab is your billing history. If I click that, I can go back and I can go back as far as 3 years, I believe. You can go back to see any of the bills that you had there, and if you have any questions on any of those bills, you want to review those, you can review those all here through the SmartHub application. So you just click on a hyperlink here and you would view your printed bill from, let's say, December. If I'd want to do that, I could click right here and it would view that particular bill. Also in the billing and payments is the payment history. And this particular account is kind of a bad example, but it kind of gives you the idea of how that works. I clicked on payment history, and it'll show here this particular account hasn't made any payments because, like I mentioned, it was a test account for us. But if you've made any payments, a payment would show up here, your payment date and the amount that you paid. So this will go back, I believe, also 3 years also. So you would be able to check any payments that you've made if you have any questions about that. Also under billing and payments, you can set up for autopay. What that does is autopay automatically deducts your payment from your accounts automatically, so you don't even have to go into SmartHub to do that. So it acts kind of like the same way that it did under the Pay Now situation. When you click Sign Up for Autopay here on the right-hand side, you can set up a card or a bank account, and the information that it asks for is pretty much the same. The only thing that does come up here is the auto pay terms and conditions, and I recommend you read that. It shows that you authorize DRN to initiate entries to your checking or savings account each month. So if you give DRN the authority to do that, you click the accept button, and then the setup is pretty much the same as it was if you're just doing a single payment with a credit card or for your bank account. The next tab we have at the top is the My Profile tab, and on that you can actually change some of your information that you've entered when you did do your registration. I'll click My Information under My Profile here, and under the screen that comes up, then you can update your email address or your password. You can update your billing address. You can manage your stored payment accounts if you want to change from one credit card to another with your stored information that's in there. You can update your security phrase, update your secret hint questions, update your printed bill settings. You can do all that here under the My Profile of My Information. Also under My Profile here is Report a Problem. So this is where you can actually enter a trouble report if you're having any trouble with your services with DRN. I clicked on Report a Problem, and that brings me up to this screen. Very simple to enter the information. Your account number is here. If you have multiple ones, you can select which one it is through the drop-down box. Same way with service address. If you have more than one address, these would show up in this drop-down box. And under service type here, it's best to click on the drop-down box to see what particular services you want to report a trouble for. If it's for internet, it's for telephone, it's for television. Let's just make an example here. Let's click the television service type. And then under problem, it gives me some options. So select the option that is closest to the trouble that you're having. Let's say I'm having some poor reception on one channel. I click reception poor. I type in some comments. I have a poor reception on channel 104 right now. So I'll put that in the comments so the technicians know what the problem is that I'm having. I click in the reported by box, type my name in here, click my contact number so DRN representative can contact me about the problem. And then I can also click request a callback when service is restored. If you're having some problem that you're actually out of service, you can click that box so DRN will call you back when the service is restored. So you just click report issue here at the bottom, and this ticket will be sent immediately to our DRN technicians, and they'll be able to get working on that right away for you. So that's some information in the My Profile. That's to report a problem. You also can check your problem history to see how that ticket would be doing. So I'm going to click on problem history here. And my problem history screen comes up, and it shows that I don't have any pending tickets, but if I do have some past issues or pending issues, these two tabs will actually show you where those particular problems would be at. So that's just a quick synopsis of how SmartHub works on an online situation. Just going to quickly go through it and show you how to actually set this up on your smartphone so you can actually do everything from your smartphone also. So I don't have a live smartphone on my computer here, but I'm going to go through, and I do have a number of slide shots here that will show you how to set up SmartHub on your smartphone. So the first thing you want to do is either in the Play Store or the App Store, Play Store for Android or App Store for Apple, you want to type SmartHub into the search box. This will bring up your SmartHub application. The icon for it looks like a little golf ball here with a green background. So you would want to click on SmartHub there, and what that would do is brings you up to the SmartHub application. In this particular screenshot, it shows that I can either uninstall or open it. That's because I did have the SmartHub app currently on my phone. If you don't have it on your phone, this will show either uninstall or it will show install. So Just want to mention one thing too, that this is an Android application that I have. I know the iPhone application is very similar to this, so it should be very similar setup as far as on an iPhone. But I just wanted to verify that this was an Android application that I'm showing you currently. Now once you click install, you get that SmartHub application installed. Open it up for the first time. This is probably the screen you'll see, and it'll say, what is SmartHub? It's account management at your fingertips. So how you want to get to actually set it up for using it for DRN is you want to click on the by name here at the bottom of the screen. That'll bring you to this screen. It'll say start typing a few letters of your service provider's name. So if you just type DRN in there, give it a few moments for it to populate. This DRN will be showing up here right underneath where you type it in. And then you just have to touch that particular bar there, and then it'll bring you to verify that this is DRN that you're wanting to connect to. So here's DRN. It shows confirm here in the lower right, so you would just touch on that, touch on confirm, and that'll bring you to this particular page. Now, in order to set up SmartHub, if you have not set it up previously, I'll kind of go through and show you how to actually set that up here on your smartphone if you haven't set it up online. In the upper right corner here, it looks like a little person with a plus sign. What you would want to do is touch on that, and that'll bring you to the registration page. And this would act the same way as the one did for the online version. You would have to know your account number with us, put your last name in, and then put an email address in of where you want SmartHub information sent to, and to use as your username for SmartHub. So I would put those 3 bits of information in here again. I would click continue, and it would do the same thing as it did on the online version. It's going to ask you for a second level of security by putting your zip code in. So you would want to tap to type right here, put your zip code in, and then hit continue. Same thing would happen, hopefully. Your registration would be complete, and the temporary password would be emailed to that email address that you put in there. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the online version, if you do have some information incorrect, you'd probably get a warning message here showing that it did not work, so you would have to verify that, make sure that all your information is correct in your setup. So I would click OK here after my registration is complete. That would get me back to this. I would type my email address in. I would check my email for that temporary password. If you do that on your phone, you can do a copy and paste there also, or otherwise you just have to type that temporary password in this situation. So you would click login, and then it'll also again prompt you to change your password to a permanent one. So you would click OK, type your new password, verify it here, and then click change password right here. Hopefully you would get a success message that your password has been changed. So you'd click OK, and then that would bring you into the DRN SmartHub screen. Now, very similar as far as ease of use here. First of all, if you can see down here, I do have a notification. There's a little red number there. In this particular situation, I had a notification because my payment was showing up that it was due now. So that's why that showed up here, just a notification letting you know that there is a payment due. If you first of all would click on the bill and pay icon here, what that'll bring up is your balance, your current balance, and if you want to pay right from here, you would just click this pay button. So I'm going to just click on that pay button. The screen that would come up would be this payment summary. It shows my account number, my account balances, what is totally due, if I want to pay just a portion of the amount, or if I want to pay the total amount due. Now how I would do that is by clicking on new payment method here. And when I touch new payment method, what will come up, it'll give me the options of which payment I would want to use. I can use a credit card, a debit card, a checking account, or a savings account. It works kind of the same way as it did in the online version. So I would just make my selection here, and then the same scenario would come up. You would have to enter the information for your credit card number, and those kind of things. If you're using a bank account, you'd have to use your routing number and your account number there. The next thing that I'd like to show you as far as the smartphone version would be bill history, and that's kind of shows you the same things that it did in the online version. If I click on bill history, I can go back 3 years or so and see any bill I want. I can view my bills, view the bill inserts, see the amounts that was actually due on my bill each of those particular months. So going back to the bill and pay screen one more time, payment history. As I mentioned in the previous version, this account does not have any payment history on it, so it would not show any payment history on this particular one because it's a kind of a bad example. But if you would want to look back at your payment history, you just click on that. It would show you all your payment history. You can also set up autopay from your phone. You click the autopay program here, and what it'll do, it'll ask you to select which account you want to set up your auto payment for. You would just touch on that particular account. Same thing as the online version. You can review the conditions. You authorize DRN to make this automatic payment every month. You click accept, and then the new payment method would come up. You would hit that particular button, and then the same options would come up for you: credit card, debit card, savings, checking. You would click which one that you would want to use for your automatic payment, and then you would enter that information in the screens there. Going back to the bill and pay screen, the last particular menu item here would be your stored payment accounts. And if you click on that, you can actually make changes to the payment account that you would want to use for either your auto pay or your regular bill payment. Okay, going to the next icon here on the DRN smartphone app, you can use contact us. This is just an area where you can actually contact us, send us a message. There's a map here, map feature, where it'll show you where you are on your map. The service status option is the next one I'd kind of want to show you a little bit about. If you click on service status, this is where you can actually enter a trouble ticket with us via your smartphone. So same as the online version, only in this situation, you might be able to enter a trouble ticket with us if your services are out totally, like if your phone is out, your internet's out, your TV is out. You can use your smartphone to actually enter the report for us. So select a type. This would be the same way as it was in the online version. You select internet, TV, or phone, select your problem, put your reported by number in here, and put a contact number so we can get back in touch with you. Same way with requesting a callback. You can check that box, and then you would hit submit at the bottom of the screen here, and that would enter the trouble ticket directly with our DRN technicians. And finally, the last thing I want to mention about the smartphone app is the settings. If you go into the settings button, what happens there is you can actually make changes to your passwords. You can actually do any other things to your account, change your username, those kind of things. Those are all done through the settings menu on the phone, just like they are with any other particular service or application. So that's just our quick synopsis of what DRN SmartHub can do for you, and hopefully you'll be able to access all your account information with DRN. And hope you found this informational session informative for you. And if you do have any questions, feel free to contact us at any time via the SmartHub app, or call us. 344-5000 is where we are located in the telephone. So my name is Tim Steinwand. Thanks for joining me today for this informational session on DRN SmartHub, the easy way to manage your DRN account.